20. So, 20. This is going to be this was kind of a fun one to write as far as the lyrics, just because I tried to do it in a bit of a imagine if you were, and then I just went with the plug. I'm not gonna go into what that means. Just it has to be if you know, you know. So, just from the perspective of the plug a little bit, I don't know if I necessarily brought my A game rapping on the first version. However, I think I more than made up for it with the guess what VIP edit, which we're also gonna go through, just because that was one that I was actually like, oh, this is a remix. All right, 20. As you can see, the MIDI is going off right quick. The reference thing at the top is like just to keep me in line with whatever brief I give myself. It's just like study material. Like, oh yeah, hit this. It has to just be able to fit in with these songs, so that's why I use the reference, so I'm not like completely lost when I open the DAW and it's just like a blank thing. So
yeah, live like the plug, slide with the plug, outside vibe with the sit courtside with the dance with the plug, all business, no romance in the plug, booming out the house in the streets like the club, had to treat the house in the streets like the club, yeah, can I order those, fly out, lifestyle dead cause the border's closed, looter, shooter, life is but a game, got it off computers, words to my name, yeah, 20 different ways, 20 different plugs, 20 different plays, I got 20 of them things, I got 20 of them things, beanies, bennies, bunnies, benjies, I like that one, this sounds good, I got 20 of them things, I got 20 of them things, art loafers, gotta wash the rugs, coordinated with the sofa, got it on demand, concierge and a chauffeur, grown heart throb, got my picture on your poster, seeing where it goes, so I'm not trying to ghost you, that's rude,
right, so that's 20. Let's see what it's made of. I've been trying to figure out where I found this kick, and I'm still unfamiliar with it, but I know Culprit's a great producer, so shout to Culprit. How I cooked up the drum pattern is, I have no idea how I cooked up the drum pattern. I was thinking about like the Neptunes or something, so, right. I was going for like a Neptunes 2000, like drop it like it's hot type thing, mixed with ASAP Rocky's Goldie. Again, I just mash up ideas and see what comes of it. We got our hats. The kick loop, you don't really hear it, but it gives it a lot of vibes. Yeah, like it's definitely a kick loop that got messed with a ton. Well, nah, just frequency shifted, but yeah. Very nice. Let's see, Contact. Yeah, having super deep contact libraries is really, really handy when you just like, hey, I want to try something with like a whistle. You know, a little contact, a little bit of a scale app or something, and you can cook up whatever you want. Let's see what Serum's doing. Kind of a whistle thing. And then I run it through halftime just to get like a more distorted effect, which apparently is really important to me. Right, like 808s keep coming up just because it's like it just never dies. It's like a decades old kind of sound generated, and it never dies. So, yep, that's 20. That's 20. So, keep in mind, I wasn't super happy with the response to that song. It was like, oh, it's too minimal. There's not like enough going on. But keep in mind that was told to me by like at least one Submit Hub reviewer, and their whole thing is we can't let anybody get published because we need to look choosy as hell. So you as the listener will decide if I went too far or didn't go far enough. But what I will say is I made a VIP edit because I wanted a whole different take on it. Not really the same way I flipped playing favorites from like an 80 BPM rap thing to 130 BPM beats per minute, by the way. Baile funk thing, but more like, hey, how would I just redo this if given the chance? So with 20, I kept the drums what they were as far as the drum pattern because the drum pattern was really good, and when I threw different drum sounds on it, it sounded way cooler. It just sounded way, way, way cooler. So once again, good programming saves the day. Just waiting for this thing to show me the goods. Not even halfway through the album. You know why? I keep taking these detours. Trying not to take detours, but you know, this could help somebody as far as how they do their thing and what they're doing. What are we at? An hour. Oh man. An hour, and this is like track 5. I don't even think I'm taking too much. I'm not even going super deep into it as far as like why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's the funny part about it. One thing I can tell you is when you're streaming, don't have all the plugins on. Even when you're loading new files, turn things off. This is not worth it. This is so not worth it. People don't have time for that. All right, so let's play this VIP edit, and we'll talk about everything that's different between one version, like the original version, and then the VIP edit.
I'm the man with the master plan. I'm the man Mount P, gotta see out in Amsterdam. I'm the man doing hand to hand with a land of land. You want test, we go band for band. Money on my mind like the blood. Feeling relaxed, recline like the flood. Booming out the house in the streets like the club. Had to treat the house in the streets like the club. Y'all thought I was done, I'm correcting your notion. Get me animated when I'm stopping your motion. Get me activated when I'm taking all your lives. Leave the game alone, get back on the prize.
What's all that, man?
Can I order those? No sweatshop. This strip come with foreign clothes. Looter, shooter, life is but a game. Got it off computers. Words to my name. Yeah. 20 different ways, 20 different plugs, 20 different plays. I got 20 of them things. I got 20 of them things. Babies, Bennies, bunnies, Benjis. I like that one. This is tempting. I got 20 of them things. I got 20 of them things. Loafers, gotta wash the rugs, coordinated with the sofa. Got it on demand, concierge and a chauffeur. Girl heartthrob, got my picture on your poster. See where it goes, so I'm not trying to ghost you. That's rude, man with a golden gun, I'm that dude. Ichiban #1, not 2. Worldwide, Addis Ababa, Cancun.
Cool, so let's talk about these drums first of all. And actually, yeah, let's talk about these drums and my verse. So, if you can tell, I came in with like a whole new intro verse-wise, just with the chopped it up like old Young Money style, where they used to have like the stutter hooks and the chopped in hooks. Cause
I'm the man with the master plan. I'm the man Mount P, gotta see out in Amsterdam.
So that verse was actually written and recorded in the Bahamas. I was sharing a house with a dude who they just had us like sharing a house with people because they were still building out their island in the Bahamas where we would have to where I'd be doing the DJ sets every day. So I had to deal with like him yelling at his girl or whatever and just trying to like do good rap music. I would say I pulled it off. I'm just sort of pushing the agenda of, hey, you don't really need full-blown studios in order to like get your ideas and get your whole music career going. You can do this on little to no budget. It's all possible. it just sounds better with a budget most of the time. Now, on the flip side, some people take that budget thing too far and try to throw money at basically what's a skill issue. Like, if your music don't sound good, you need to go back and work on the music. You don't need to throw more money at it unless you're getting different players and mutating the song to the point where it's basically like yours in name only. Anyway, that's a me thing. So my usual vocal nonsense. I use a de-esser. I use a doubler because the doubler takes up room and like focuses my vocal. And I'm trying to get more into doing like gang vocals, just sounding like there's a million people in the room funneled into one. Just doing some like Imagine Dragons type things, a JVB thing, if you will. Let's talk about my drums. So the cool thing about Ableton Live that more people should be talking about is automation. So there, you see this pink line. It's basically just automating a filter, kind of like DJ style, where you like filter out basses, you filter out high frequency things like very sharp noises, like whistles, just high pitched things, alarms, what have you. I use a completely different drum set for this, but I kept the MIDI just because I like that, and the MIDI just happened to play really well with what we got going on over here. Kept this kick loop just because it was fly, I liked it, and added, it just adds vibes. I keep saying vibes like that's a easily transmittable concept, but sometimes you just feel it before you hear it kind of thing. Like, I just like how it sounded, I liked how it felt, so I went with it. Synths. So, in terms of musical arrangements, there's this concept called call and response. And I suppose it rewards you for throwing different elements of a song, like different sounds, in different ways so that you can like set something up and then respond to it, basically. So even if you have like long piano lines, for instance, that don't seem to be going anywhere, you could do like 3 seconds of piano, and then on the other end is like a violin or a guitar or somebody screaming. Doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're making heat, nothing else is important. So here, I think I threw some MIDI into Simpler, which is one of Ableton's sampling devices. We also got Serum, which is frozen right here. Let's see what we got. Yep. Just doing that sci-fi X-Files nonsense again. Little beeps and bloops. And if you notice, call and response really works because here you go with... Let's just play the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, so... There it is. So there's your call. There's a response, and then we're right back to it. My bass. Yep, the 808 is back. The 808 is always there. And then I got Contact to just handle the impressive string part. So there is something to be said for digging up and buying old Contact libraries so you can get like specific string parts, specific things that they don't really make anymore. It's just really handy to have. So Contact, put it into audio rather than MIDI so I could save my room. Let's see what we got going on up in here. And I believe it's just another vibe layer, which is... Yep. Just a chopped vocal vowel sample because the human ear responds really well to vocals and vowels and things like that. So when you're singing, vowel sounds are pretty much the only thing you want to keep like clear and audible and what people want to hear. good old Chow Tape, which I think is a free plugin and just adds that like lo-fi, like is it a sample from a record I know or is it not? For the record, I don't sample records that people know. That's crazy and expensive, so I don't do it as a practice. What I generally do is just play stuff into things like Contact and Serum and then just chop my little life away. If I find some free audio, I use that too. Record a lot. It's the life of a recording artist who is also a self-produced act and DJ and songwriter and whatnot. Onward.